Once upon a time in the magical forest, there lived a brave little fox named Mac. Mac loved exploring the enchanted woods, filled with towering trees and shimmering streams. One day, while chasing a butterfly, Mac stumbled upon something extraordinary, a path made entirely of glistening rainbow stones. Intrigued, he followed it until he reached a clearing where the sky seemed to shimmer above him. Looking up, Mac was astonished to find a floating castle suspended in the clouds. Amidst the billowing architecture, he could see a tiny dragon peeking through one of the castle's windows. "Oh no! The baby dragon is trapped!" Mac exclaimed, determined to help. As Mac pondered how to reach the castle in the clouds, a gentle laugh echoed in the air. Suddenly, a cheery cloud sprite named Nimbus appeared, her hair as fluffy as the clouds she lived in. "Need some help reaching the sky, Mac?" Nimbus asked with sparkling eyes. "Absolutely. Can you take me up there?" responded Mac with excitement. Nimbus twirled gracefully, creating soft cloud ladders that reached high into the sky. With each step, Mac felt as if he were walking on a pillow. They ascended higher until they arrived at the gates of the Sky Castle. "Be careful, Mac," Nimbus warned. "The castle is full of magic." Mac carefully tiptoed into the castle. Its corridors were adorned with twinkling stars, and magic filled the air. Eventually, he found the baby dragon, Melody, in a tower. Melody had accidentally clicked the enchanted lock and was now stuck inside. "Don't worry, Melody. We'll get you out," Mac assured, trying to sound braver than he felt. Using hints from the glowing stars, Mac solved the enchanting lock, making it click open. Melody fluttered its tiny wings in gratitude, nuzzling Mac with a warmth that glowed. Nimbus suddenly reappeared on a cloud cushion, announcing, "Time to get you both home." With a gentle swoosh, they floated down to the magical forest. Melody danced happily in the sky, her newfound freedom appreciated. Mac watched as Melody made her way back to her family. His heart swelled with kindness for this new friend. "Thank you, Nimbus. You made this journey magical," said Mac, grateful for her help. Nimbus blushed a lovely cloud hue and replied, "Thank you, Mac. I'm always here to help." As the day ended and the moon cast its glow over the magical forest, Mac lay down under the stars. He pondered the adventures he'd had, knowing that bravery and kindness always lead to magical outcomes. And so, as the forest fell silent, Mac closed his eyes, dreaming of new discoveries and friendships in the enchanting world he loved.
In the gentle land of Radiator Springs, Lightning McQueen and Sally were known for their fast wheels and joyful hearts. One evening, they decided to explore the Whispering Woods, a mystical place rumored to hold wonders beyond imagination. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm golden hue over the landscape, they ventured into the woods and soon stumbled upon something extraordinary. A series of glowing caves, radiating colors as vibrant as a painter's palette. The caves seemed alive, flickering and dancing with light, guiding them deeper inside. But as Lightning and Sally ventured further, their path was suddenly blocked by a group of mischievous gem trolls. These trolls were no ordinary creatures. They wore glimmering gems and sparkled as if they were part of the cave itself. "To pass, you must solve the puzzles of color," chimed the leader, a troll with an exquisite emerald headpiece. The trolls began to explain that each cave was home to a puzzle based on colors. Lightning and Sally would need to match gemstones to the right cave colors to unlock the path to the heart crystal, a powerful gem that held the magic of the caves. Lightning McQueen revved his engine, ready for the challenge. Sally, being ever wise, suggested that they work together, using their speed and cleverness. They eagerly approached the first cave. The cave shone with shades of blue and purple, casting a velvet light over everything. Gemstones of similar hues lay scattered around. Purple amethyst to blue sapphire, Sally pointed out, noticing the pattern. With careful driving and precision, Lightning nudged the stones into place using his bumper. As the final sapphire settled into its spot, the cave door slid open. Inside the cave, brilliant images painted the walls, telling tales of ancient times, a time when gem trolls protected the heart crystal from all harm. With each solved puzzle, Lightning and Sally grew closer and formed bonds with the trolls, realizing that they were guardians, not adversaries. The next cave glittered with fiery reds and oranges. Lightning quickly realized this puzzle would require speed and agility. Red rubies to orange topaz. Lightning said confidently as he maneuvered delicately. With Sally's guidance, they completed the task, the strong bond between them evident as the trolls cheered their success. Finally, they approached the last cave. The glow was ethereal, and the colors blended into a soft, harmonious cascade. The heart crystal test lay within, radiating a soothing aura. For this challenge, Lightning and Sally knew they'd need to be in perfect harmony. Each gemstone was placed with care and precision, creating a melody of colors. The cave door opened, revealing the magnificent heart crystal. Its glow embraced them, filling the cave with warmth and peace. The gem trolls, now friendly companions, surrounded them with gratitude and laughter. They gifted Lightning and Sally a small piece of the heart crystal, symbolizing friendship and unity.
Once upon a time, in a quiet village nestled between rolling hills and towering trees, there lived an adventurous girl named Lily. She was 8 years old, with twinkling blue eyes and hair as golden as the summer sun. Lily loved exploring the woods behind her house, where she often imagined magical creatures hiding beneath the trees. One evening, as the sky began to blush with the colors of sunset, Lily set out on her usual walk. The air smelled sweet with pine, and the soft breeze whispered secrets only she could hear. But tonight felt different. The woods seemed more alive, more magical. As she wandered deeper, Lily noticed a soft glow shimmering through the trees. Curiosity bubbled inside her, and she followed the light until she reached a small clearing. At the center of the clearing stood an ancient oak tree with leaves that glittered like gold. Suddenly, the air around her filled with laughter, tiny, bell-like giggles. Startled, Lily looked around, and to her amazement, she saw tiny, winged creatures flitting through the air. They were fairies. Their wings sparkled with every color of the rainbow, and their dresses shimmered like stars. "Welcome, Lily," said a voice, as a fairy with lavender wings flew close. "I'm Ivy, and we've been waiting for you." "Waiting for me?" Lily asked, her heart racing with excitement. "Why?" "The enchanted forest needs your help," Ivy explained. "There's a magic crystal deep within the woods that keeps our forest alive and sparkling. But something terrible has happened. The crystal's light is fading, and we can't fix it without a brave human's help." Lily's eyes widened. "What can I do?" Ivy smiled. "You're kind, brave, and you have a pure heart, just what we need. The only way to restore the crystal's magic is to collect 3 enchanted items: the feather of a phoenix, the dewdrop of a moonflower, and the scale of a silver dragon. Will you help us? Without hesitation, Lily nodded. She wasn't just on a simple walk anymore, she was on a magical quest. Ivy led Lily through a secret path only fairies knew, and soon they reached a grove where a majestic phoenix perched on a branch. Its fiery feathers glowed in the twilight. Speak kindly to the phoenix, and it will offer you its feather, Ivy whispered. Lily approached the phoenix and bowed politely. Great Phoenix, will you lend me one of your feathers to save the forest? The phoenix looked into Lily's eyes, then gently plucked a shimmering feather and handed it to her. May it light your way, it said in a deep, melodic voice. With the feathers safely tucked away, Lily and Ivy continued their journey. Next, they arrived at a glistening pool where moonflowers bloomed beneath the stars. Lily carefully cupped her hands and collected a single glowing dewdrop. It sparkled like liquid moonlight. Finally, they reached the silver dragon's lair. The dragon was enormous, but its eyes were kind. I know why you've come, it rumbled, and from its silvery scales, it offered one that shone like a mirror. Use it wisely. With all three items in hand, Lily and Ivy rushed back to the clearing where the crystal sat, its light now barely a flicker. Ivy sprinkled the phoenix feather, the moonflower dewdrop, and the dragon scale over the crystal, and suddenly, a brilliant light burst forth. The entire forest lit up with magic, flowers bloomed, trees sparkled, and the fairies danced joyfully in the air. You did it, Lily! Ivy cheered. The enchanted forest is saved, thanks to you. Lily smiled, feeling warmth in her heart. As the fairies twirled and sang around her, she knew she'd never forget this magical adventure. As the night deepened, Ivy and the fairies escorted Lily back to the edge of the forest. Thank you, Ivy said. You're always welcome in the enchanted forest. With one last wave, Lily returned home, her heart full of magic and wonder. She knew that even though the adventure was over for now, the magic of the forest, and the fairies, would always be with her. And that night, as she drifted off to sleep, she dreamt of glittering wings, glowing crystals, and the sparkling fairies of the enchanted forest.
Once upon a time, there was a little boy named Jack. He lived in a small house near a village with his mother. They were extremely poor, having no source of income and having sold everything to survive. The only thing left in their family was a cow that provided them with milk. Often, Jack and his mother had to go to bed hungry. One day, Jack set off to the market to sell the cow. On the way, he met a stranger-looking old man. The old man gave him some magic peas in exchange for the cow. Jack was very excited and showed the peas to his mother when he got home. The next morning, when Jack woke up and looked out of the window, he was shocked to see a long beanstalk that reached up to the sky. Jack climbed up the beanstalk. After a long and tiring climb, he saw floating clouds and finally reached a golden gate. Inside, there was a beautiful kingdom, but also a terrifying giant sleeping on a chair. Jack was very hungry. He went into the kitchen and saw some fresh fruits and milk. Just as he was about to take them, he heard a huge noise. Frightened, he hid in a small hole. Later, when the giant was snoring loudly, Jack hid under the bed. He noticed that a hen laid a golden egg, and the giant put it in a basket before going to sleep. Jack took the hen and quickly climbed down the beanstalk. The coins Jack stole from the giant at first improved their lives, but they soon ran out. So Jack ventured up the beanstalk again. Each time, he stole treasures from the giants, like the golden egg, laying hen, and a self-playing harp. This is the exciting adventure of Jack and the Beanstalk. It's a story full of magic and courage, perfect for a bedtime tale.
Once upon a time in a deep blue sea, there lived a stunningly beautiful fish named Rainbow Fish. His scales shimmered with all the colors of the rainbow, and he was the most beautiful fish in the entire ocean. However, Rainbow Fish was also the loneliest. He had no friends and spent his days swimming alone. One day, a small blue fish swam up to Rainbow Fish and asked for one of his shiny scales. Rainbow Fish was horrified. Give away one of his precious scales? He swam away, leaving the little blue fish feeling sad. Word spread around the ocean about Rainbow Fish's refusal to share his scales, and soon none of the other fish would have anything to do with him. Feeling more alone than ever, Rainbow Fish sought advice from the wise octopus, who lived in a cave at the edge of the coral reef. The wise octopus listened to Rainbow Fish's troubles and then told him, "The only way to be truly happy is to share your beauty with others." Though reluctant at first, Rainbow Fish decided to give it a try. The next day, he found the little blue fish and gave him one of his shiny scales. The little blue fish was overjoyed and quickly swam away, showing off his new scale to everyone. To Rainbow Fish's surprise, giving away his scale made him feel happy too. Soon, other fish began approaching him, and he shared his scales with them as well. The more scales Rainbow Fish gave away, the more delighted he became. His new friends sparkled with his shared scales, and the ocean seemed to light up with happiness. In the end, Rainbow Fish discovered that true happiness came not from keeping his beauty to himself but from sharing it with friends. He was no longer the loneliest fish in the sea, he was surrounded by friends who loved and admired him for his generosity. And so, Rainbow Fish learned the importance of being humble, sharing what we have, and finding happiness in the joy of others.